Jalin Hyatt, you are a New York Football Giant. Joe Schoen strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. The Giants trade up in the third round from pick 89 to get up to pick 73. Joe Schoen said, I got my man in Jalin Hyatt, and you are a New York Football Giant. I believe the Giants got one of the best wide receivers left on the board, but I feel like the Giants got the best receiver on the board that fit what they needed. I know some people would want Josh Downs. I know there's an A.T. Perry, and there's some people you may have wanted, but you got a guy that was the most explosive player in college football last year. He was the 6th ranked wide receiver according to the rankings here at Chat Sports. 6 foot and an 1/8 inch, 176 pounds, 22 years old, but he is the fastest and most explosive player in this draft. We're going to break all this down coming up in a second. But guys, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Because when the Giants do something, when they make a move, we make a video. And the Giants, they did just that. They made a move. They moved up from pick number 89 to get up to pick 73. They moved up 16 spots. That's half a round. They said, we're going to go out and get our football players. Deonte Banks, A. John Michael Schmitz, A. Jalin Hyatt, A. Yes, you gave up pick 128, but you decided that Jalin Hyatt was your man, and now he's going from wearing the orange, the creamsicles down in Tennessee. Now he's wearing the beautiful blue in New York, New Jersey. Here's a little bit of a scouting report on Jalin Hyatt. He was the 2022 Biletnikoff Award winner and has true burner potential. I don't want to say he's Tyreek Hill because that is not what he is, but he could be a healthy and better Will Fuller. Go back and watch what Will Fuller did for the Houston Texans. He was special back in that time. Great combination of skills and ball skills. He continuously finds himself behind the defenses that he plays against. He is a special player. A limited route tree at Tennessee, which I think is fair. Kind of a Mickey Mouse offense that they ran. But when you watched them and you looked up, somehow Jalin Hyatt was always behind the defense. And this is exactly the type of wide receiver the New York Giants look. Look at his explosive plays coming up in a second. But I just want to remind everyone, the Giants were the least explosive pass offense in the National Football League. When it comes to explosive pass plays, the Giants were ranked 32nd in the National Football League. You know what type of player changes that? This guy right here, Jalin Hyatt, is the most explosive wide receiver in college football, and now he's going to be catching bombs from Danny Dimes. I want to ask you guys this question before we roll on in today's video. I want you to grade the pick of Jalin Hyatt with pick number 73. They traded up from pick 89, and they got their guy. Grade the pick for me down in the comment section, A, B, C, D, or F. We said it a second ago. In 2022, the Giants were the least explosive pass offense in the National Football League, excuse me. You know, you fix that, you get a guy that's one of the fastest players at the wide receiver position, and you get a guy that can get behind the defense. He had 15 catches this year of over 30 yards, first in college football. He had 11 catches of over 40 yards, first in college football. He had 7 catches of more than 50 yards, first in college football. And the man had 5 catches of over 60 yards, which was first in college football. He had the second most deep yards in the NCAA. And now he's going to be catching tutties for the New York Giants. When you look at the wholesome stats here for Jalin Hyatt, 67 receptions this past year for the Volunteers, almost 1,300 yards, 18.9 yards per catch. He's explosive. Every defensive coordinator before they play the Giants is going to say, we cannot let Jalin Hyatt get behind us, and that's what he did in college. 15 touchdowns, a long reception of 78 yards. And some people say, it's college. I'm not going to worry about the stats. Well, he did it in the SEC, but he also did it against Nick Saban and Alabama. Roll Tide roll. That is what Jalin Hyatt was saying when he had 6 receptions for 228 yards and 5 touchdowns. This might be the most crazy stat in the world right here. Against Alabama, Jalin Hyatt had 34.5 yards per catch. If you can do it against the Tennessee Volunteers, the Alabama Crimson Tide, you can do it against the National Football League. Jalin Hyatt, I am so happy he is a New York Giants. The Giants, they needed another deep threat. Darius Slayton was their number one deep threat last year. I don't want to speak ill will on Darius Slayton right here, but he did have some drops. He has some concentration drops. That's not what Jalin Hyatt has. He's going to get behind you. The defense has to take a step back. But it's not just the fact that he can catch deep passes and open up the floodgates for this offense. This is what is special about Jalin Hyatt. He's so fast. He is so dynamic. He's such a vertical threat. You know what you have to do as a defensive back? First step is backward. That helps your defensive line because you can't blitz as much if you don't have safety top over the help of Jalin Hyatt. That lightens the box for Saquon Barkley. You're able to run the football more because you can't put everybody in the back box and play one-on-one coverage with Jalin Hyatt, and it helps your offensive line and Daniel Jones. This is such just a more pick than just a wide receiver. Jalin Hyatt is going to make the Giants so much better. Does he need to be a better route runner? Yes, I feel like he wasn't asked to do that at Tennessee. They asked him to go vertical. They asked him to run a post, and he was successful at it. I'm pretty freaking hyped right now. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to put out picks and videos for every pick the New York Giants make. So help us get to 30,000 subs. And if you are subscribed to the channel, type real one down in the comment section. The Athletic's Dane Brugler, in my opinion, the #1 draft guide in the world, said this about Hyatt. He said, Hyatt isn't a well-rounded receiver and won't become one overnight, but he is exceptional in two key areas: easy speed and confident ball skills, as well as high potential for an explosive play at any moment. Changes the way defenses prepare. In the right role, he could be a productive home run hitter for an NFL offense, and that is what he's going to be for the New York Football Giants. A vert jump of 40, a broad jump of over 11, a 40-yard dash of 4.4, his 10-yard split 1.5, his 20-yard split 2.5. What does that tell you? He's fast, he's got a quick first step, he's going to put a lot of pressure on defensive backs that the Giants are going to play. Man, oh man, have the Giants hit home run after home run. You can call me biased or whatever. I give the Deonte Banks pick an A. I give the John Michael Schmitz pick an A. And I give the pick of Jalin Hyatt in the 3rd round at pick 73 an A. Joe Schoen, I could kiss you right now. I could kiss you right now, Joe Schoen. Brian Daboll, I'd rub the shit out of that bald-ass head right now. The New York Giants are back, and they are better than they have been in a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Jalin Hyatt, you are a New York Football Giant. The Giants, they struggled to create explosive plays last year. So what did they do? They got the most explosive football player in college football. Man, oh man, what a time to be alive. Jalin Hyatt, you're going to crush it for the New York Giants. Ending it here? Yeah, no, we'll end it here. We'll end it here. Cool. I want to ask you guys this question. So the Giants, they did trade that 4th pick. So the Giants right now only have a couple of day 3 picks left. I'm going to see if I can find an updated look at the Giants draft picks real quick, just so I can be crystal clear with you guys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I believe the Giants are going to have around 4 picks left. 4 picks left. So would you look at the Giants picks overall? They entered, so they made Deonte Banks the 24th pick. They made John Michael Schmitz the 57th pick. They traded up from 89. They gave up 128. So they have 1 5th-round pick. They have 1 6th-round pick and 2 7th-round picks. I believe the Giants have 4 picks left going into day 3. I think you could use another edge rusher. I think you could use another off-ball linebacker and maybe a running back at this point. You have a 5th, a 6th, and 2 7ths left. I'm pretty sure that I believe that to be correct. So I want to ask you this. Who do you want the Giants to draft? Who do you want them to draft? Give me a couple names down in the comment section. And if you made it this far in the video, hit that thumbs up icon. If you are happy with what Joe Schoen has done, if you're happy with the pick, if you made it this far in the video, that means you're a real one. So show some love. Hit that thumbs up icon. I'm so freaking hyped I could barely speak. Giants fans, celebrate it. It's been a hell of a draft. Let's go G-Men.